Paying tributes to 23-year-old Sub-Lieutenant Abbigail Cowbrough. She is the first victim to be identified in the Canadian military helicopter crash. The CBC's Arthi Pohl is here with more on how Cowbrough is being remembered. And Arthi, what are you seeing?
Well, she was just 23 years old, and relatives we've spoken to say that she was absolutely dedicated to being part of the military. It's something that she had always loved and wanted to be a part of since a young age, that she was formerly a cadet as well when she was a young girl. So she was from Nova Scotia. Here are some more recent images of her. Again, 23 years old, one of the 6 people who were on that Cyclone helicopter during this training mission that really departed back in January. She graduated from the Royal Military College in Kingston back in 2018, and she was serving as a Marine System Engineering officer as a part of this mission that has ended tragically. Particularly, we know that she is one of the first victims here who has been identified. Now, we did get a chance to also speak with some relatives who said that she was a very talented bagpipe player, and we've heard some of that too. She played a tribute for the victims of that mass shooting in Nova Scotia, and in fact, her grandmother said that she started learning how to play the instrument when she was 11 or 12 years old and would frequently play for the military. So this is just a little bit about what we're learning about Abbigail. Now, also, we know that there was a Facebook post, Shane Cowbrough, and we'll bring up part of what was said. It was on Facebook, and here's what he said: that I am broken and gutted. Today, I lost my oldest daughter, Abbigail Cowbrough, in the crash involving the cyclone from HMCS Fredericton. There are no words. You made me forever proud. I will love you always and miss you in every moment. You are the bright light in my life, taken far too soon. And now he had a second post that also said how he is absolutely shattered and that she loved her job, her family, and her friends. Now, CBC News Network, he did not want to speak on camera. One can only imagine what the family must be going through right now as they deal with this loss of a 23-year-old woman. But her grandmother did want to share a little bit about how they are grieving and offer a tribute to her granddaughter. And here's what she had to say on CBC News Network.
It's tragic, and everybody that I know, will say that a child should never be taken before an elder. Like, it's backwards, and it's so hurtful, and we're all in so much pain. She was a ray of light. Everything that she did, she was so passionate about, and she was just, whether she played her pipes or walked in a room, she was just a presence.
And it's not just the family members. Also, we know that an MP from Halifax, in fact, also sent out a tweet about having the honor of meeting Abbigail Cowbrough. And we'll quickly bring up a little bit about what he had to say, saying, I had the honor of meeting Sub-Lieutenant Abbigail Cowbrough on several occasions, including Remembrance Day last year when she played the bagpipes at a small breakfast with local veterans. My heart breaks for her loved ones and all those who served alongside her. And that there from Andy Fillmore, who's a member of parliament. And so that is just a little bit of what we're seeing as this province continues to grieve such a huge loss from last week, and then additional deepening pain this week with this terrible news, Andrew.
It's almost unspeakable that this just keeps happening. It's a very difficult time. The other 5 victims, what do we know about them?
It's interesting, Andrew. We heard from Evan, too, that as it stands right now, the Prime Minister is not calling this a search and recovery mission, still search and rescue. It is 1 person confirmed dead of the 6 individuals who were on the Cyclone helicopter and 5 considered missing right now. We have very little information on exactly who those individuals were at this stage, and a lot of questions were asked, but at this stage, because they are still investigating and searching for those individuals, just not too much information was provided. But we do know that there were 4 Royal Canadian Air Force members and 2 Royal Canadian Navy members on board. So that is the detail we have right now. Of course, one of the Navy members would be Abbigail Cowbrough, but the additional members here, we understand that there is still a search and rescue mission underway, something, of course, we will continue to follow. Andrew.
Arthi, thank you. That is the CBC's Arthi Pole in Toronto.